Hi guys, it's Kendra from Crafty Kendra, and don't get too excited because I already know that Valentine's Day is over. But what I want to do is I want to show you how you can take a layout like this, change the colors, and use a stamp set that you would normally think is only for Valentine's Day for other occasions. And the one that I'm going to show you today is XOXO. This is a really cute set, and it has some really simple designs that you can easily turn and use for other occasions. Let's go ahead and get started. This is the page that we're going to be making today, and you can immediately see how you went from being Valentine's Day to simply a couples page, an anniversary page, or something else. First, what you're going to need is a 6" by 6" piece of Daffodil Delight cardstock, and what you're going to do is you're going to take one of the corners and you're going to rip the corner off. Okay? And whenever you rip that corner off, you're going to want to make sure that you don't rip off too much to where we can't get our 3.5" by 3.5" square of crumb cake cardstock behind it. We're actually going to go ahead and rip a little bit more off right here. Okay. That looks good. Then what we're going to do is we're going to grab our snail and put some snail here. Okay. And then flip over our Daffodil Delight and put some snail along the rip line. Then what we're going to do is using our grid mat, we're going to take this piece and line it up, get it nice and straight. Then take this piece and line it up and get it nice and straight. And go ahead and press it down. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take and you're going to rip the crumb cake so you just get a little border of crumb cake along here. And then after you do that, we're going to take a 3" by 3" piece of pattern paper, and the color that we're using here is Tempting Turquoise. And I'm going to have this side showing, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put adhesive on the back again, and you want to make sure that you only put it along the top edges and then a little in the corner, because you don't want it to show, because this cardstock, this paper right here isn't going to be covered. Then you're going to put some adhesive on the back of your rip line again. Once more, you're going to line up your paper on the grid mat and do the same thing with your scrapbook page. Alright, and adhere it down. And what we did by doing this is we're giving it a wallpaper look. Whenever you go to redo a room and you're ripping off layers of wallpaper, that's kind of what we're getting right here, just like taking back years. And you can also do it in reverse, where you would, instead of ripping the base, you would put a piece of ripped crumb cake on top. So instead of going that way, we would go like this and put a piece of ripped crumb cake on top, and then take a piece of this pattern paper and put it on top of that and add on. So here we took away. The other way you can do it is by layering on the ripped pieces and going up. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this piece and we're actually going to set it aside, bring in our scrap paper. And what we did with this stamp set is I took the images from this stamp set and I made my own designer series paper on Very Vanilla cardstock. And what I did is I took this love circle stamp and I stamped it repetitively in the Tempting Turquoise on the Very Vanilla. I did the same thing with the XOXO Hugs and Kisses, but I did it in Daffodil Delight. And then I did the XO pattern and Tempting Turquoise on here. And I'm going to show you how to make your own pattern with this little heart. Each of my Very Vanilla pieces measures 1 1/4 inch by 1 1/4 inch. What you're just going to do is take your stamp, You're going to stamp it once on the paper, okay? And whenever you stamp it on the paper, you can stamp it either up or down, it doesn't matter. Then what you're going to do is you're just going to continue out that row in the same direction that you stamped it the first time. And then when you ink it up and you go to do the next row, what you're going to do is you're actually going to stamp in the other direction so that the point nests down. Do it again. Then you're going to take your stamp and you're going to turn it around. And stamp down. And again. And just continue the pattern all the way around the paper. And that's what I did with all the other ones. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your crumb cake ink pad and you're just going to take your cardstock, and this is a different way to distress the edges. You're just going to slide it across and you're just going to get a really defined edge of color. We're just going to do that on all 4 sides on all of our little pattern pieces that we just made. We're also going to do it to a 3" by 4" piece of crumb cake cardstock. Okay, go ahead and close that up. We're going to take our snail and put it on the back and of all 4 sides of our little pieces of pattern paper that we made. All right, and then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start with your 2 corners, top and bottom first, and that'll just help you get your assembly right so that your spacing's all correct. And after you do your top and your bottom piece, you can come back in with these 2, and without pressing them down, just set them on the paper, and then you'll be able to space them correctly so that your spacing's even. Whenever you get them how you want them, press them down. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to take some of our 3/8" twill tape, and we're just going to measure to where we have about an extra 3/4 inch on either side, and we're going to cut it off the roll. Then we're going to apply some snail along the back of our ribbon. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take it and we're going to line it up on the paper. Flip our scrapbook page over and tuck the back edges on. There we go. We're going to take our crumb cake piece, that 3" by 4" piece that we distress the sides, and we're going to put 5 dimensionals on there, 1 in each corner and 1 in the middle. Press them down, take off your backing. Okay, then you're going to take that and you're going to put it over here in this corner. We're going to grab our matte pack, the hard bottom on the bottom, then your foam. Put your scrapbook page on top. Grab your paper piercer and pierce a hole in any one that you want to. And I'm going to use one of these little turquoise brads, and it's from the Circle Ice collection. Push it through, and then open the prongs. Okay, and that gives it just a little nice bling. And that leaves you just enough room down here to write your journaling and a pretty photo mat. And that's it, you're done. Fast, simple, easy scrapbook page, and it would be great for many occasions. And it's just a great way to show you that just because a stamp set is for Valentine's Day doesn't mean that's all that it's for. And that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks.